Holistic Life coming to you with a pre-New Year's episode. So we're gonna pull up. Yes, we're gonna do our cards, people. Let me see if I can bring my candle closer. But doesn't really matter because we're gonna put the light on so y'all can see. So I'm being woken up. I'm being always woken up. And that's just what it is, but it's to help facilitate the situation. All right. Earth, air, fire, water. Earth, air, fire, water. Earth, air, fire, water. Ether, spirit. Ether, spirit. Ether, spirit. Ether, spirit. Earth, air, fire, water. Ether, spirit. Calling the elements. Calling the guidance of the angels. Calling all the ascended masters of the light. Calling all the entities that support us towards common goal, which is conscious unity, which is love. You here to learn how to evolve in love. You're not here to be evil. You're not here to fall from grace and take away your divinity and become evil by demoralizing yourself. By demoralizing yourself. You're not here to be evil. You here to be living in love with each other. Okay? No, not through sex, not through lust. Through a natural spark coming from the heart. Love that can help change our circumstances. All right. So you want to chemtrail people, you want to give people diarrhea, right? With the chemtrails and shit. Diarrhea chemtrail, right, Trump? Military. Y'all sitting here just doing the mostest, making it hot, making it cold. Talking about this, talking about that. Sitting here covering the sky. You covering the sky. What you covering the sky for, man? Simple boy, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Am I clear? Tell me if y'all can understand me. Confidence. Confidence. A lot of y'all confident. You gonna get through this shit. You confident in who you are. You confident in your skills. Nobody can question this. You're not competing. This is hunger in reverse. You're not in this rat race, bitch. You have surrendered long time ago. You've had to. You've had to surrender. And if you haven't, this is something you need to do. You must surrender. Damn, I mean, I gotta tell you to still surrender. We still there? Shit, we still having to surrender. Let go and let God. Let the universe do what the universe do best, which is only responding to your energy, to what you put out, to what you have given. You can't be mad at the law of attraction, motherfucker. You attracted that shit through your vibration and frequency. And in the end, yes, you can be programmed into the wrong, incorrect way of thinking. And thus, attract misalignment. Of course. It's very common. And this is why your job is to be aware. It's awareness. Bitch, I'm a hippie. I'm going to reconnect with my hippie roots. It's time for me to go back in nature and connect to who the fuck I am. Starseed, hippie, nation. Go look, I need my tribe. You see what I mean? And I'm not around my element or tribe, and thus I cannot shine through the way I want to. because I'm not around people who love me or people that really support me. I've been around people who have learned love just through transaction, through codependency, through uh, one-sidedness, through toxicity, through pain, through suffering. You know, when people choose darkness, even though they have the option of choosing the light, it's just in them to be that, dog. You can't change who they are, dog. Only God can. And this is where a lot of people out here getting murdered because of the truth, because of trying to help the next, because they sat here and believed in, the next. When God told you don't put your trust in people, people will always disappoint you. It's their nature to not be 1000. So if they're dealing with everybody dealing with their own shadow in certain aspects of themselves where they're needing to come to terms. But you see, when you walk in confidence, that energy, the universe can respond to confidence. You're creative, get creative, excite your imagination with wonder. You are a creator. So when you're not creating, but you're bored, you out here doing demon work. You out here just looking to fuck up and do some dumb shit and hurt the next person. Hurt people, go out here and then hurt others if they don't take the proper cautions of healing. You have demonized these devils, but once upon a time, these were people who lived this earth, who had important position or role, and who had authority, and they made themselves relevant and stayed relevant. But you continue to make this shit relevant. You see, and it cannot live. It cannot live unless you are the dominant source that controls mentally this whole shit, dog. And that's why mind fucks you, because they mind controlled you since you were a baby. You don't know reality because everything that you know was taught to you. And because they told you this is what this is, 1 + 1 = 2, this color with this color makes up this color. So because somebody told you something, you sat here and believed it and made it a reality by belief. When you still didn't come here and experience your life fully the way it ought to be. Experiencing new. Never been done, never been seen, never been heard. What is it that scares us about mystery? What is it that scares us about the mystery? I don't know. The fact that we don't know. We want to know. We want to be ahead. We want to be 10 steps ahead. I don't know. What causes people to live in fear, to sit here and have to control freak every aspect? Because you don't want to experience the good, the bad, and the ugly. The very thing that you had signed up to do and be. Okay, so a lot of y'all, you focusing on getting yourself together. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So you're in the beginning stages of planning. This is idea, this is business, this is something you're trying to put into action here. And the universe is going to help you to do. And this is you skedaddling, dog, because you have to travel. That's part of your requirement. You're gonna have to travel and move. Look at this twice. Skedaddle, motherfucker. So a lot of y'all, you're planning this. You're like getting yourself ready, knowing that you're gonna be going on this journey. And right now, you want to be able to situate some kind of work, some kind of way to make finances so you can travel and work at the same time. That would be ideal. Travel is something you want to do. You're tired of the fuckery, the foolishness. And you know that these things in society do not make you happy. You're compromised because mentally you've been held back because you sat here and tried to please the world and not try to please God or yourself. This is where a lot of y'all, you following God and you doing what you want to do for yourself, your purpose. You're choosing the higher calling. The world is working towards making itself independent. Autonomy is working towards this omega state. Okay, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, autonomy, being self-reliant, self-sufficient. As far as any adversary in the sideline, people doing magic, this magician energy right here, which is a King of Swords. It's an air sign. Somebody you were obviously in a commitment with. This could be a twin flame, a soulmate. Again, you are protected. This person was cut out of your situation. Somebody is thinking about coming your way and offering something. But this could be somebody that they're doing charity work. They're trying to help people. This is somebody who wants to do more humanitarian work. A new beginning, a fool. So somebody wants to take this new beginning, a chance. This is where they can, be a philanthropist, humanitarian, leadership positions. Welcome. This is also stability. A lot of y'all, you just didn't feel stable in the world or in life in general, and they attracted different opportunities to you for you to learn lessons, learn about yourself, and nobody can do nothing to you that you don't allow them to. If you allow your fears to immobilize you, then you must face these fears. And that's to apply the amount of courage that is, or strength that's within you, as well as call upon God to give you that courage and strength. Because where we lack at is where we supposed to get filled in by the Most High. It can only happen when you are dedicated in upkeeping a relationship with the Most High. It's hard because we have become, as Israel, we have become idol worshippers to things of the flesh and instant gratification by not appreciating the fruits of the spirit. And this is where we must persevere. What's coming? Death is coming. Death is coming. This is, when I look at it in the design, it is what's fair. It's justice. It's karmatic universal justice. This is justice. This is fairness. For everything that was done, dog, the scale must be tipped back to balance for what was done for centuries and centuries and centuries. So for people who don't believe in karma, I feel sorry for you, bitch. Because karma is a very real thing. Karma exists. Karma is a law of the universe. So when you are stuck and binded to karma, you need to ask yourself why, bitch. These things will help you change and be a better motherfucker. But it's sad that it took something evil or bad, for you to learn. The good, the bad, and the evil, and the ugly, bitch. And we have to pick. You pick, you choose. Some of us, we was handed this fucking life, okay? We was handed a chosen one. Is the free will becomes the destiny, even though it goes against will, even though we struggle with accepting the calling. It is something that still, we are here for a mission. We have a specific task to accomplish. You know, you call yourself a twin flame, but you're not a fucking ascended master. You're numerologically, if numerologically you're not a 33, a 22, or an 11, you're not an ascended master, dog. You're not a fucking twin flame. I know you want to be a twin flame, but if you didn't already come depicted with a purpose, and you already had something laid out a certain way, so you can't compare our circumstances. Most twin flames are married into karmic families where they have to break generational curses. And you can't treat the same. You know, for people who have confusion when they say, well, honor your mother and your father and yada yada yada, you know, does this law apply? That, see, Christ, he doesn't delete the law. He reaffirms the law. He makes it more practical. But in the end, we don't erase that shit, but we don't sit there and be binded to the shit either. Yet, we know how to walk accordingly by faith. So these things are already somewhat instilled within you, where you don't have to even try. You just gotta surrender and allow spirit to do what spirit do. That's surrender to God. You must choose a path. You either gonna choose this motherfucker, you gonna choose this motherfucker right here, which I suggest you walk away from toxicity. I'm using it right now. I'll let you use it after, okay? I'm using it. Yeah.
No. No.
After you woke up the whole house, right? After you sat here and woke us up, made all this craziness. No, I'm not happy with you. You want to punch a girl in the face? I'm mad at you.
No.
Yeah, you embarrass me.
No.
You're a bad boy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Then why do you do that?
Because my hand hurts.
Why? Your hand hurts because you smacked the girl in the face. You should have never hit her. Then your hand wouldn't hurt. So Antonio did it to himself, and he did it to the next person, and he's trying to make trouble where there's no trouble. You need to go live in the forest. These motherfuckers don't understand that what I am actually dealing with. And you have to be a trained soldier. You are not to be played with. And misappropriation of not learning how to deal with warriors, you're gonna cause a lot of problems in this world.
I want the phone.
No, not right now. I'm busy. Leave me alone now.